Hello my strong friends. In today's video I'm going to take you guys throughout my day, and while I do that I'm going to give you guys 5 brain gains, 5 mental shifts that really helped me throughout my fitness journey. So it should be a fun day. I will not lie, I mean I definitely won't lie, I just had a baby, so she is 4.5 weeks old. My days are pretty monotonous. So let's see if we can spice it up and make things interesting. She's adorable though. I'll show you her. Starting the day off, I've been doing this every morning because, oh my God, breastfeeding makes you really dehydrated. So I'm trying to force myself to chug water, and the Buff Reds is making it a little bit more helpful. Oh, I forgot my stir. So usually every morning I wake up and chug coffee. But I'm trying to stay more hydrated because of the whole breastfeeding thing. I just get so thirsty. So this is part of my routine now. The Buff Reds taste amazing. This is strawberry lemonade flavor. So good. And of course there's some antioxidants and other great ingredients that I'll list here. So check these out from Buff Chick Supplements. That's my company, by the way, if you're super new. Let's hang out with the baby now. This is the baby that we all love. Hi, baby Emerald. Hi, honey bunny. She's doing so good. She was being a little loud, huh? She just wants to be heard. I love you, honey.
Put her in her outfit.
Let's get her in an outfit. I'm having a breakfast sandwich and tried to use like a mold to make my egg perfect. Bruh. When I took the mold off, we all know what happened. Why do we do this? All right, here's my breakfast. Very fancy. I've got my extra egg on the breakfast sandwich. We've been getting these Jimmy Dean Delights. I'm not exactly sure the macros of these ones because they're croissants instead of English muffins, but there's 16 grams of protein. I'll find the macros for you guys and put them up on screen. But they're so good, and I feel like the croissant is gonna be even better. And that's breakfast. These are so good. What's the point of going to McDonald's? We should have this at home. Sorry. You have to add the extra egg. You have to. Okay, my first tip that I have for you, as far as like changes that I've personally made, there's a lot of them, but I'm gonna try to break it down and condense it to 5. The first one I don't think is the most important, but it's a small thing that has to do with what I'm doing right now, just waking up and having breakfast. And that is, if you have a shitty training session, usually it can be chalked up to poor sleep, poor nutrition, poor hydration, or a poor stress management. So I say that because I used to get so discouraged from just one session. And like, I'm telling you, a single session, I could have had like 20 great sessions of training, and then I have one bad time in the gym, and I just automatically think like, oh my God, my program's not working. I need to switch things up. I need to do something different. And I would kind of just get into this shame spiral, when really that one session in the middle of all these amazing sessions was chalked up to poor sleep or poor nutrition or poor stress management. Of course, your life is always going to fluctuate. You're going to have times where you're more stressed, times where you're not getting as much sleep. And so just consider that before you start program hopping, or before you start getting yourself too worked up and pissed off about your fitness journey. That's my first tip. My first mental shift. Once I conquered that, just kidding, I haven't conquered that. I totally haven't. I always have Ryan right next to me who's like, well, I know you're not really having a great training session right now, but you haven't ate anything today, which rarely happens nowadays, but yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, I'm getting ready for the gym, and I wanted to do, I feel like I'm doing this in every video, but that's okay because they are weekly, body check. I know body checks are something that it's like, if you feel okay doing them, I think like do them, but it's something that for some people might not be the best thing for you to do, is like a constant body check. Maybe give yourself longer time in between them. So anyway, this is where I'm at. I am 4.5 weeks postpartum at the time of recording this, and overall I feel really good. We can kind of compare it to some earlier footage. But yeah, I'm not mad at how I look. I feel like I'm recovering great. I did have a moment there where I was a little nervous because my pelvic floor felt really heavy. That's kind of just the feeling of like, a couple people asked what that feels like. It kind of feels like a tampon's falling out, which can sound really scary, and trust me, it was a little scary. So I sort of just took some time and gave myself a couple of days of like not moving, not running around the house. I am always running around the house trying to keep myself busy. So it was a sign for me at 3 weeks postpartum, when I started feeling that, to just kind of scale things back and take it easy. Honestly, just spend more time lying down, more time sitting throughout the day, and just relaxing about having a clean house. I like to clean. It's therapeutic to me a little bit. So I just had to let that go a little bit. But anyway, since I'm doing like a body check, one of the most common questions that I've been getting as I've shared my journey throughout pregnancy and my postpartum journey now are around those of body image and how I'm dealing with my own body image, how I'm dealing with the changes that my body is going through. And it kind of leads me to my second mental gain, my second mental shift that was really helpful for me throughout my fitness journey. And that was whenever I focused on strength, it became so much easier. Everything became easier. Everything became more enjoyable. I found that it was easier to actually reach my physique goals once I focused on strength and stopped focusing so much on how my body looked. And the gym just became more fun for me. So I would encourage you, I mean, a lot of you are probably already doing this, but I would encourage you, if you're not already, to focus on strength and kind of let go of some of those attachments to physique changes, or at least introduce the metric of tracking strength in addition to whatever body change or body change goals that you might have. So when I get those questions about postpartum and pregnancy body image and how I'm dealing with everything, for me it's really easy because I've been focused so many years on tracking my strength, tracking my performance, and becoming somewhat obsessed with that. Maybe obsession is the wrong word, but it does become really fun to track strength because there are more clear metrics to it, and it's more fun to chase numbers of getting stronger than chasing numbers of losing inches around the waist or losing body weight and losing pounds or kilos.
Going on a field trip.
Okay. We're going on a little trip. This little missy has been refusing her naps today, so maybe the car will
knock her out.
Knock her out. Yeah. Take the bath seat and go to sleep, little lady. We'll see. Aw, you're so cute, girl. Love you. I'm trying a horchata latte. Just show my reaction. Oh. That's nice. It only has a tiny bit of like horchata aftertaste. I mean, in a good way. She's awake. Hi, baby. And I got a Cobb salad and a bacon, egg, and cheese chocolate. Not the most appetizing, the ranch. Oh God. Yo man, this ranch dressing, this is like the ranch dressing where they make it back there. You know what I mean? It's not like, I'm pretty sure. Something about it. I don't know how to describe it.
You're not just getting a Costco drug.
Yeah, like
The Hidden Valley.
not they make it from scratch, but like they take the powder and then they
Like
make
buttermilk and...
Yeah.
Where are we?
You can tell. I don't know why, but I like that kind. Okay, we're in the office after having some lunch. Little baby Emmy is fed. Say hi, baby. Ryan's doing some work. Do you like it still? We're getting samples. We're sampling some of our vegan protein. Ryan's on the phone right now, but we're gonna get samples and I'll try them on camera so you guys can see them. I think this is our second or third round of sampling, and we did some flavor changes for the ones that we preferred. So we'll see how they're going. Okay, let's go.
The first batch that we did, there was like a weird balance where the texture was good but flavor was too light, and then when we kind of tried to make it a little stronger,
The texture got messed up?
texture got kind of wonky. So
Don't you hate that? Vegan protein is hard. Plant-based protein is hard.
yeah, I mean, it's better to get it right and just take the extra time.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that that is this.
It's harder than whey. Whey protein, I feel like, is easier to get the flavors right and consistency.
Yeah, I think especially when you use a blend, the consistency's got like a better mouth, texture.
Cool.
Whoopsie. Thanks.
So this is creamy vanilla. The baby is sleeping. She is having a day today.
She is.
Don't you think?
She was really good.
I think maybe, do you think it was my food?
Jalapenos.
I ate spicy food yesterday, and so I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe.
Okay, so the first one, can you see that?
Creamy vanilla. Let's see if
got
it's creamy. What is this? Cinnamon vanilla swirl.
That's right.
We were told that cinnamon sometimes can be a good flavor for plant-based proteins for whatever reason. It tends to be like a little bit more tasty, which is cool because we don't have a flavor for whey, at least not in our initial launch. And maybe this will come out in the winter and it'll be like kind of a wintry. And then this last one is strawberry banana, which is cool because we already have a strawberry banana whey protein flavor. Do you think that's 67?
62, yeah, that's what I did. Let me check this out, Mom. Bro.
What?
No, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad.
Is it too much?
No, that was good.
Okay.
Alright, let's mix these things up.
Let me put it past that.
Biggest issues with vegan protein on the formula side are getting a complete amino acid profile with like good bioavailability and everything. So we ended up going with a 70-30 pea rice blend. I have to check my notes, but pea contains all the BCAAs but is low in methionine, and rice is low in lysine, so having a blend kind of helps ensure you have a balanced kind of BCAA profile.
Yeah.
Which is, well, we can just kind of thank our researchers who helped with that.
And we did some research on other plant protein sources that had all the amino acids. So potato protein is one of them that is really high in bioavailability. But when we were trying to source it, it's basically impossible to source, at least from our manufacturer and like what they could find. And no one else has a potato protein powder. I'm assuming that it probably doesn't taste well, and because of the starchiness, probably doesn't blend really well either.
Okay, let me say, the last important consideration on the vegan protein is like the best amino acid profile in the world doesn't matter if it tastes like doo-doo or if it has a terrible consistency or doesn't blend well. So that was another pretty important priority that we didn't want to compromise on just to get a good, good profile.
Will not compromise on taste.
All right.
Personally. Okay, first up, creamy vanilla. Let's see what we think. That's better than last time, that's for sure. I'm not sure how good it's blending. From our manufacturer, the recommendation is blend with 8 to 10 ounces of water. And this is only 8, so maybe with more water we could dilute it a little bit.
And that's more like a suggested serving, like if we need to suggest 10 rather than a range, then that's good. But it doesn't look like there's any sediment at the bottom, which is really good.
I feel like I'm getting a little sediment.
That could just be like the granularity of it. Let me try it.
The taste is really good. The taste is great.
Oh, that's like heads and tails better than it was before.
Yeah.
I actually like it. I would drink that.
Because I don't know if it's possible to really make, like, I haven't had a plant-based protein, maybe some ready-to drinks, where it doesn't taste a little grittier compared to like a whey.
Yeah, especially like an isolate,
yeah.
which is just like super fine and soluble and just refined of all
I feel
carbs
like
and fats.
That tastes so good, and also
I'm impressed.
we don't have a vanilla. We don't have a vanilla for whey yet, so I love that.
I'm into it. All right, we got cinnamon vanilla swirl.
Ooh, that's good.
Well, we never give a number score on the creamy vanilla.
I give 8.5 out of 10. I kind of like this.
Do you like it more?
Do I like it more? No, creamy vanilla is better.
What would you rate
This is
it?
good though.
What would you rate it?
8 out of 10.
That's strong.
I think last time we were rating it like 4 or 5 out of 10.
Yeah, we did a whole Instagram series and we're like, yeah, we're gonna be a little longer.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, not sorry, because why would I sell it to you?
No, that's definitely better. I feel like the cinnamon's not like crazy strong.
No.
But it's like a very drinkable.
I think I
would
think
go with
if
the
you were
18.
having this with water, I would not want it to be any more cinnamony.
No, I'm saying that's like a good mix though.
Yeah.
Like your little horchata.
What do you think, baby? Horchata. I just had horchata coffee.
I think
What if you mix?
part of you doing horchata.
Oh yeah. Barbell brigade. Hi, baby.
All right, strawberry banana.
This will be fun to compare because we already have strawberry banana whey,
Mm-hmm.
and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Sorry, I don't want to influence the flavor. That
okay.
flavor might be the best.
The first time we did a vegan protein, I don't know if you finished the sample. I think, I don't mean finish.
Did I spit it out?
I don't know if you finished the sip. That is good. Now I want to have it like side by side with the.
That tastes really good.
Damn, that is really good.
Whoa, these are all really good.
What's your rating?
9 out of 10.
9.
Because I think the flavor is like perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I think this tastes better than the whey.
Damn,
Am I
that's bold.
tripping?
We could go home and make some smoothies. I kind of want to. Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
I feel like we have 3 winners.
I might be
You're
having
plant-based
more
now?
Yeah, I might be having more plant-based protein, which is nice because you get, I don't know, it's just nice to switch it up.
It'll be good to like sip on this while you're like downing a steak.
Happy.
I'm impressed. I feel like we could lock all 3 in the room. Nice job. All right, that's it. What's the verdict? 3 potential winners. We'll have to see which we do first.
Vote down below which plant-based protein you want us to launch first.
That's right. I'm into
I
it.
think it'd be great to have a cinnamon vanilla swirl come out right on Christmas. Like, in anticipation of Christmas. Holiday flavors. Is that an unrealistic timeline? Probably.
It's doable. It's tight. It's doable. All right.
Okay.
Gonna get your training in?
Yeah, it'll only take me like 10 minutes.
I like it.
Oh my gosh, I've wanted to record more at the gym, but baby Emmy was not having it. We thought that maybe she would sleep a little in the air conditioning, and we got like her bassinet stroller thing out, and we were like, yeah, it's gonna be great. No, it wasn't. Yesterday, she had the best sleep day ever. But anyway, we had to get out of there. Okay, so let's move on with my list. I know I'm adding in some vlog here and there and then continuing on with my list. Let me know what you guys think about this format. But anyway, my next point is that you do not have to be the strongest in order to be strong. This is something that I definitely I felt this way about other people, but rarely about myself. I had this weird ego wrapped around being the strongest, whether that be in my friend group, among my training partners, with powerlifting. I just always wanted to be the strongest, and I felt like if I wasn't the strongest, then my strength was somehow invalidated. But I only felt this way about myself. I always looked at other people and thought that they were so strong, and I appreciated their strength journeys more than my own. I always found their progress really impressive, but always discounted my own strength. So I think the point here is that you don't have to be the strongest, and making progress is something that for the most part, you're the only person wrapped up in, and you're the only person who's really invested in your strength journey. So to discount it and not appreciate it, and not appreciate your progress is really doing yourself a disservice. I think it's something that not everyone does, especially if you're a woman. Most women in the world do not pursue strength. Unfortunately, that's kind of like the purpose of why I exist. So I think it is, important to recognize that you're still strong if you've made progress. And just because you're not the strongest person in the world doesn't mean that you're not strong. It is truly one of those days, when you just gotta have some Fruity Pebbles. Okay, I will continue. Who knows how long I have until baby Emmy erupts, but let me just continue and say, for my next point, I think it's really important to do this every once in a while and kind of revisit the people that you follow on social. Unless it's me, don't revisit following me. But I think one thing that can really help your mental shift is to adjust what you're consuming and who you're listening to. I just got done talking about on stories in postpartum. Some people ask about, well, what about this person that I follow? They returned to exercise 2 weeks postpartum. And I think it's important to understand that influencers are not there to make you feel better about yourself. They're not really there with your best interests in mind. Do you hear her fussing? Oh no. But my point being, they're there to impress you, and that's what they do. That's why people follow them. And I don't mean this about all influencers. There are definitely people who are certified and educated and experienced in helping people change their lives. I don't mean everyone on social media, obviously. But there are people who most likely don't have your best interests in mind, and it's not their responsibility to have your best interests in mind. That's why it's really important to follow people who are certified. They have a governing body that they need to be responsible for you, and they need to be responsible in ways and follow some ethics. Average influencers just don't. So I'd revisit who you're following on social media, maybe revisit and kind of diversify and maybe add different points of view and different body types and different people who don't look like you on your people to follow. And also try to revisit whether or not this person really has the same point of view when it comes to fitness and health. Do you follow them because they are someone who really cares about fitness and well-being, or do you follow them because they're jacked and shredded? I think it's okay to be inspired by those people at times, but reconsider. Okay, yesterday was a little bit of an adventure, but I'm back today to give you my last and final tip and then also close out the video. My last one is kind of a comfort in public gym settings thing, and I think it's important to remind ourselves of these when we're entering a space that feels foreign and entering a space that we feel like we have something to prove or we're not quite yet comfortable in. And that is that someone noticing you in the gym isn't the same as them judging you. I think it's important to kind of spread the message that most people are pretty trustworthy and most people don't want to see you fail. And most people generally, you probably heard this before, at the gym just aren't really concerned with what you're doing. I know it's easier said than done to kind of drill that in your mind, but try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I remember when I was earlier in my process, I would be so consumed with this imaginary world of thinking about what other people thought of me and rethinking everything that I was doing and being really self-conscious of everything that I was doing in the gym. So I think it's important to recognize, like, when you're in a public space, you're going to meet the eye gaze of people and vice versa. You're going to look at other people. It's just a natural thing that's going to happen. It's inevitable. But try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and remember that most people are good. And even in the gym, even though someone might look at you doing something, maybe they're curious about what you're doing, maybe they are looking for a friend in the gym, and maybe they too feel self-conscious or want to ask you a question, some advice. Keep that in mind. I know it can be really, that one is definitely easier said than done, but I hope that helps. I hope that these mental shifts help you if you're early in your fitness journey. For me, it was a very confusing time. It was the confusion that I had at that time was definitely the reason that this channel exists and the reason that I keep making videos like this. So hopefully you found it helpful. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And if you enjoyed this, please do give the video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.